Atlantis, a lost sonnet by Evan Boland. How on earth did it happen? I used to wonder that a whole city, arcs, pillars, colonnades, not to mention vehicles and animals, had all fine day gone under. I mean, I said to myself, the world was small then. Surely a great city must have been missed. I missed our old city. White pepper, white pudding, you and I meeting under funlights and low skies to go home in it. Maybe what really happened is this. The old fable markers searched hard for a word to convey that what is gone forever, and never found it. And so, in the best traditions of where we come from, they gave their sorrow name and joined it.
One day, she wonders that their city was there a little bit changes, and the old city was gone. It is that she missed their old city where the arcs, pillars, and colonnades are there. Because if there are changes, it will never be the same as the old one.
Atlantis, a lost sonnet, seems to be an emotional poem about drowning sorrows that are never going to return. Boland uses characteristic of poetry to emphasize her poems such as kissoras and end-stop lines, ambiguity and symbol. By using kissoras and end-stop lines, the emotion of the poem by Boland is much more effective.
The theme of this poem is simply the author is trying to teach the readers to live in a moment and enjoy things. We need to cherish the moments we have in life because once the moment is gone, it is gone for good. We should not lower the past and feel sorry about it, but rather we need to live in the moment so we can be at peace with ourselves.
In Poem 6, Atlantis, a lost sonnet by Eavan Boland as making a style. In the poem, the author is the person talking, but she seems to be more thinking to herself rather than talking aloud. She's thinking about the lost city of Atlantis at the beginning, or so it seems, but then after the end stop line saying, I miss our old city. At the end of the poem, Eavan Boland starts to talk about how people search for a word to convey grief in a sense and never found it. Atlantis, a lost sonnet, seems to be an emotional poem about drowning sorrows that are never going to return. This poem is in first person, which allows the reader to connect personally with the author and the message that he is trying to portray. It is a dialogue based because it is talking herself. The specific imagery that the author uses when portraying the old city allows the reader to empathize with the author by using specific examples of things he missed from his old city. The author is able to bring in his audience and triggers memories in the audience's minds of favorite cities and places that they visited in the past.
The poem talks about the personal experience of the author about Atlantis. Even if this city exists, it's still memories in the past of the author because the city of Atlantis didn't exist in the present time. So the lesson of this poem that author gave to us is enjoy and treasure those moments where you're in right now before it will become memories if the time comes.
The author relates this to his old city and portrays some of features he remembered. The author was wondering how an entire city could have suddenly disappeared underwater. He gives explanation on how the city disappeared. It was a story to help others emphasize the sorrows of losing forever and how it's sad to come to the realization that memories in the past are gone forever.